Austin, we have something we want to start off with that we're hoping you're going to get on board with. Are you ready?
No.
All right, cool. So,
we're going to do it anyways.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know the song, what's it called, Abby? The Greatest Show?
Oh,
and
he does.
Okay, it starts out like, whoa!
Whoa!
You know that one?
Do I know it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so here's the thing. We're thinking that similar to the chorus in What Is This Feeling, we will record it multiple times at different levels.
Okay.
And then it'll sound good when you stitch it all together like a chorus.
Produce it.
Right.
Okay. All right. This will be our bass line.
Okay.
All right.
Right here.
Meet me here. Meet me here.
I think we've got it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
What? I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Boom, boom.
All right. Meet me here.
Ready?
Okay, ready?
Count it.
Oh, me count. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I think maybe separate is better.
Let's do separate. Whoa!
Amazing.
All right.
A few lower.
Do a low one.
Register.
Lower.
Oh, no. One.
Couple
lows.
That was good. That was good. It's just gonna go
Bring
straight
that
to Patrick
out.
Whoa! I can do it better. Whoa! Whoa! I'm gonna throw up. Any more lows? I think Abby should take the lows. She's the alto.
I am an alto, yes. Okay. How do you go really low? Hey, what's
I
that?
don't know. Oh, he got Chiba.
Chebre. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Boom, boom. I hope you can see what I'm doing with my stomach. Whoa.
Does that help you go lower?
I think it worked. Yeah.
Whoa! How do you go low without being Patrick Star?
I don't know. Whoa! Wow! Whoa!
That one had some stank.
Whoa! Whoa!
I mean, you can't make them like too different in terms of style because we are layering them.
Whoa! That's what I got.
Good. Okay, now I'm going to do a couple and then we'll call it good.
Perfect.
Whoa! I don't know where I'm looking. I'm looking at the crowd.
Out to the crowd.
What? Whoa! That one got kind of angry at the end.
I'm just not sure.
These are all
who
the
you're
same
looking at.
level, too.
you're
I'm looking at Emmy
at.
right now because I can't look at
Oh.
you guys because I'm going to laugh. What? Guys, vocals aren't there today. We didn't warm up.
We didn't. No, you're doing amazing.
Whoa!
That was good.
It's like open my throat. Emmy, no. All right, I think we've got enough. Patrick Star. It's a bit niche.
Oh, this is the
greatest show. I'm Laurel.
And I'm Abby.
And this is A Bit Niche.
Bit Niche. The greatest show.
The greatest show there's ever been. Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, welcome back. My voice is warmed up now.
Mine's getting there. I don't know. I've got a little something that keeps wanting to make its way up, but that's okay. I'm all right with a little rasp.
Yeah,
Emmy.
hopefully by the end of the episode, you'll be lubed up and that'll be right out of there. Because I'm very happy because this episode we're singing for the first time in a while.
Yes, we have not. Well, Wicked was like 2 episodes ago.
Yep, that is true.
But to be fair, Wicked 2, we did not sing that much.
No, we didn't. Like part 1, we were doing at 3 to 4 full songs in an
Full
episode.
numbers. Full numbers.
Full numbers.
It took us like 5 hours to film that episode.
Yes,
so.
yes, it did. But we've got our groove now.
We sure do.
Clearly.
Right, Austin? Yeah. A resounding yes. So in case you all can't tell from our very intricate costumes here today,
yes.
we are talking about the film The Greatest Showman, circa 2017. Wow. This is one that I had seen. Abby had not.
Back to our roots.
Back to our roots. It's been a minute since we did one of those.
Yeah.
Abby
We did not do predictions this time, but I kind of already knew the vibe because I knew the music.
Yeah, you get the vibe. Plus, like, this movie, there's both a lot happening and absolutely nothing happening at the same time. So they would have been just a non-starter, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Austin, have you seen the film? Because you're giving us faces like you disagree. Okay, got it. Just had to establish that at the top.
No, he has not seen it.
Before we get into it, Abby, did you like it?
I have a lot of conflicting feelings. Normally by the end of movies, I'm like, yep, loved it. And overall, I'd say I liked it, but I was messaging Austin during it. And what exactly did I even say? I loved it and then also like really didn't like it that much, honestly. I think like, again, we figured this out during Hamilton. I'm really just here for the music in these shows, and that was kind of the same for this. I loved all the musical numbers and the dancing. The story just kind of was like, meh for me. So it honestly really wasn't my favorite. I feel like I normally want someone to like end up just liking it, but it was an for me.
I really appreciate that answer because I had seen it a lot when it first came out, and it was one of the couple of CDs that my mom had in her car over COVID. So when we would drive up to visit my grandma every week, we would just listen to it on repeat. So in my mind and the memories, I loved it. But then rewatching it, I was like, this is boring other than the songs. Like it's just not it outside of the few aspects. Well, I mean, there are many aspects of it that are good, but like the story itself really does not, it's not gripping. It's just about a guy who's an asshole, which, like, again, call back to Hamilton.
Yeah.
It's just about a guy who's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It was like, yeah, it was yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We come for the music. We stay for the music for this one.
We leave when the music's done.
And we leave when the music's done. Exactly. Do we want to do a little synopsis?
Yeah, I think so. Here's what we're going to do. You, as the summarizer, you're going to tell us what you think you can do it under.
Oh, okay.
And the lowest you can do it, the best.
Okay. I'm gonna be conservative about it. Let's do 90 seconds.
Perfect.
And I don't think I'll need that much.
Let's see.
All right, count me in when you're ready.
90 seconds is on the clock. 3, 2, 1.
All right, so this is a movie with a few central themes. We have creating safe spaces for marginalized communities, racism, classism, capitalism, adultery. It's got everything. It's importantly got singing and dancing. Those are the only parts that actually matter. In the plot, we have young P.T. Barnum. He starts at the very bottom of the food chain as a tailor's apprentice. The tailor is his papa. As he is apprenticing, he falls in love with a little girl who's rich, gets the shit smacked out of him by her dad. He makes it his life goal to basically marry her and give her the life that she wants. He marries her. They have 2 beautiful children. She's perfectly happy with the life that they've built, but he wants more. So he drives the family into financial ruin to build this circus. Starts out as a museum. That's boring. He creates a ragtag group of freaks, and they put together some acts.
30 seconds.
And basically that's it. I mean, there's some, like, people don't really like it, but then they do like it. There's some fighting. That's pretty much it. I mean, the place burns down, they build it back up, and it became the circus we know today.
Wow, with 11 seconds to spare.
Nice.
So
Easy.
pretty close. Pretty close.
Insert claps here.
Yeah, so now, I mean, that's pretty much all we got for plot. There isn't a whole lot there.
No, I mean, that was literally my initial thoughts, is how many, like, quick jumps in timeline there was. Honestly, your synopsis might have been more detailed than the film. Might have had a more detailed timeline, or equal, in my eyes.
Honestly, yeah, because they do big jumps that don't make sense because they're not in, like, chronological order, it feels like. And it goes from showing, like, a preteen boy to, like, obviously there's a time jump, and now he's just Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, he's a full man.
Mm-hmm.
And no one else aged. Like,
No.
Charity is his wife.
Also, crazy name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Considering just, like, the overall
rich.
themes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And, you know, when Charity's dad doesn't age a bit from the time where he smacks Hugh as a child to when Hugh comes back from working at the railroad at age 14. No one else really aged or had anything happen. So, yeah, that was, like, one of my first thoughts, because it does progress pretty quick, which I guess I do appreciate a short movie. Make movies shorter, please.
And I will say the runtime is very reasonable. It's like an hour, 47 minutes. However, there are points where it feels very long, and there are parts that I skip every time.
Mm-hmm. That is one thing. You did give me permission to skip, but I actually didn't. I didn't skip any.
Okay, that's fair, especially since it was your first watch.
During it, but I didn't skip anything.
It's those slow songs. And look, I don't hate a slow song, but they just last like 15 minutes in this film. And they don't add anything for me, especially when, like, the little girls start singing. Immediate skip.
Yeah, because those songs had already lasted. Not only you're saying the songs last 5 minutes, that's true, but they span over a decade of time. Time is passing as they're singing these songs. They are children, and then they are full-grown adults, and then they have children themselves who are still singing these same songs.
And perhaps that is why I miss much of the plot, because I skip those songs where they're describing what's happening. I just can't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And, it's just a bummer because the movie, it starts out up here with, whoa! It starts out up here. And the levels, it doesn't meet that bar the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I fully agree. Speaking of that song and like the beginning, that was obviously right in the opening is that just that intro to the song. Oh my God. I truly feel like I could run through a wall after hearing it.
Yes.
It's so good. Also, Laurel knew I was going to write this down when I was watching it, but right off the bat, I was like, wait, is this going to be hot? Like, wow. That intro, it really got me going. It really
does.
did.
Which is part of the reason why it's so disappointing when it takes such a turn for a little bit. Because you're like, oh, I am ready to go. This is the greatest show. And especially because obviously it's Hugh Jackman, so you already know it's going to be hot. On this rewatch, it starts out with that like very cold open, whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
Boom,
And it moved something inside of me. It felt like coming home. I wrote down, Hugh, take us to church. Like, I am just ready I'm ready to worship. And, there's very few things that Hugh Jackman can't do, if anything. I don't know of anything that he can't do. He is God's gift to us.
Hugh Jackman makes me believe in God.
He really does. I mean, did you guys see he was just here in Wisconsin recently?
No.
Well, that's because you're not plugged into your community anymore now that you've ditched us. But
Sorry.
yeah, he did a whole Milwaukee tour for his movie, Sing Song Blue, Blue. Yeah.
So is he the Wolverine?
Yes.
I did see that then because people were trying to get the Milverine to come out and hang out with him, the Wolverine.
Which like can't happen because Milverine is like gross.
Is he? I don't know.
He's kind of scary. And
Well,
like not in a fun way.
I don't know.
Abby, I think he hangs out down at the beach with Landho Dave.
But we love Landho Dave.
At a distance.
Like, I don't think like the Milverine has done anything like creepy, right?
No, not that I know of, but like I wouldn't bring him around, Hugh Jackman. God's gift to us.
Well, no, like, yeah, if I'm the mayor of Milwaukee, am I being like, gosh, we got Hugh here.
We got to get
Milverine.
Milverine.
Show him off to. Let's show him Bradford Beach with Landho Dave and the Milverine.
We digress.
I don't know. It's not the best way to uphold our Milwaukee negative stereotypes, but whatever.
He had a great time. He loves Milwaukee.
Good. Everyone that actually visits does love it here.
Precisely.
Here. I'm not here, but sad. Okay, one other thing to point out, going back to the music, because you did say something about, church and feeling really moved by it. And I do remember when you first brought up this movie and I had said that I hadn't seen it, you had sent me a video of a megachurch performing this song. And I just want to say that also, this is Austin. This is the reason why I know that you technically know this song and have heard it, is because we had a friend's wedding and the Grand March or the entrance after the wedding into the reception. This was their song that we walked into. It was electric. I was like, oh my gosh. So it makes sense why the mega churches are using it and why we both felt so moved. There's something in it.
Truly. I mean, if you use that as a walkout, it doesn't matter the event. It doesn't matter the occasion. It's gonna get the people going.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Was that Kenzie's wedding?
No. I don't remember what we did for Kenzie's wedding.
Because she loves this, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. We each picked individual songs. Did we even do it for her wedding? Why don't I remember doing that?
Again, we digress. Anything else on just kind of the intro opening?
I guess this can sort of like, if we want to talk about Hugh a little more at first.
Always.
One other of like my initial thoughts was just how funny it was him, like when he did get the idea for the circus, which was literally his daughter's ideas of bringing in something alive and interesting and not just the museum thing he started at first. But he just kind of goes around this town and is wrangling up all the misfits. And, you know, like Laurel was saying, she was like, and are we just supposed to believe that all of these misfits are just like in the same town, all of these like freaks, like just roaming around the same town? And then I realized, and we said to each other, it's New York.
It's supposed to be in the middle of Manhattan, which I forgot too, because I feel like they don't play that up enough.
No. And, you know, I don't know if this will come up another time because we do talk about and questioned like the time period aspect of it, because maybe it makes sense that it doesn't obviously feel like Manhattan because it's like set in the past, but we don't really know like how far in the past. But yeah,
right.
You kind of get confused about like that it's New York, but I guess because it's New York, at the end of the day, it does make sense that there's a bunch of like these just freaky people there. Like, yeah, I guess I didn't expect like, you know, I knew it was a circus, so I knew there was like Zendaya and the trapeze and like classic circus things. There would be an elephant or two, but I wasn't expecting like Tattoo Man or Dog Man. Mm-hmm. That part was a little crazy to me, but Hugh rounds up a good show. For all his faults, it's a good show.
That's the thing is, you know, as we said, watching this and rewatching this, you realize it's just a story about a guy who kind of sucks. And it's true. He is just a fraudster. It's all smoke and mirrors, but that's kind of the point. It's a circus. And he's a narcissist. He's got a lot of faults, but at the same time, he does know how to put on a show. He does know how to entertain. He knows how to give people what they want. He knows how to make people smile. So I can't fault him too much.
No. He's also really hot. So,
well, obviously. It is Hugh. He is, it is God's gift to us on earth.
Yes.
Well, speaking of the freaks.
Yeah, freaks, your master is calling.
That was crazy. Yeah, the townspeople, I guess in Manhattan, they decide they don't like the freaks. They don't like them all being rounded up into one place, so they come and they heckle them after shows. They eventually get into a fight, whatever. And then they call Hugh or P.T. Barnum their master, which like, whoa. But at the same time, low key, because I don't think that Hugh was paying them. I don't think they had any kind of benefits. They're obviously not unionized. This is a bad situation for them. This is probably, I think their compensation is just that they can live in the building.
Yeah.
There's just got to be so many OSHA violations. I cannot even imagine.
Yeah, when that place went up in flames, it
went up like
burnt
that
to a crisp. But
and with, they just set the animals loose back in the day in Manhattan.
But, yeah. Another thing too is that like it makes sense that these employees and the freaks were treated so poorly because like he was just taking all of the money, even his partnership with Zac Efron. What's his name? Philip. He gets like 10% like max, even though he does so much. And brings in all the people and all of that. But, like, P.T. Barnum ends up buying a mansion and starting this circus during a pretty much financial crisis. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's
kind of
the
a
thing
crook.
too, is like he's totally a crook and he's doing all this stuff while there's financial ruin. He is incredibly impulsive. He's selfish, even though he does it under the guise of, I want to provide a better life for my wife and kids. He doesn't actually care about them, it seems, because he does not clue his wife in on anything that he's doing. Like, again, she is perfectly happy with their station in life because she, like, sees the value in just love and family. And she thinks that they're the richest people already. And she comes from wealth. So she knows what it's like to be like at a higher station. And she's completely satisfied with where they are. But his narcissistic, greedy ass says no. So he makes all these decisions without even consulting him. He's truly like my nightmare husband or partner.
Oh my God, yeah.
It should be anyone's nightmare.
He bought a museum/circus without saying anything. Bought a house without saying anything.
Right. Like, there's a difference between, I mean, like, think about you guys. Like, you're pretty spontaneous.
Yeah.
Like, you guys do things like fucking move to New York and, like, go to Peru for a month or some shit. But at least you consult each other, at least as far as I know.
Yes. Yeah. No, never talk. Never talk.
No.
Yeah. I think, that's
Yeah. There's a
Gives me
difference
shivers.
between spontaneity and just, like, gambling your entire future and your children's future.
Yeah.
For what? Status? That he'll never get.
Mm-mm.
They'll never respect him.
No, nor should they.
Mm-mm. Yeah. He's also, like, breaking the law left and right.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, just casual fraud here and there. Whatever.
Really a love-hate relationship with him.
It is.
I don't know.
If they cast anyone less charming or less talented, it wouldn't be this fun. And I think that goes into the larger point that there are some really heavy hitters in terms of actors in this movie. I mean, you have Hugh Jackman, you have Zendaya, you have Carey Mulligan, you have Zac Efron.
I know.
Like, what? You have a lot of amazing people, and if you didn't have these people, this movie would not be the hit that it was. Talking about the freaks.
Yeah, we need to get into the little freaks.
Well, the freaks and the CGI / special effects of it all. Because, Abby, like you said before, tell us what the special effects remind you of.
Yeah, so this movie's special effects are giving and reminding me a lot, unfortunately, of Cats.
And that's a big time bummer. A cursed film.
Mm-hmm. After this episode, if you haven't already listened to our Cats episode, it's I think one of like our first few podcast episodes ever in season 1. Like I don't know how Cats got on our docket that fast, but it did. I guess I'm glad it did. It gave us a lot to talk about, but the CGI was bad news, and I feel like we both think the same thing in this one. And there's one character specifically that it's pretty bad with, and Laurel has a lot of thoughts about this little guy.
This little guy. So the character is Tom Thumb, and and that's actually not the character's even real name. It's just what they call him. Right? Isn't that what they call him because isn't his real name Charlie?
I think so, yeah. That's like the boy he goes to find.
Right.
Yeah,
and then
Charlie,
his
that
like
sounds right.
Yeah. And then his like
Stage
circus
name.
character stage name is Tom Thumb. And he's a very like short person, and he's known as like a quote unquote freak for being as small as he is. Now, I want to make something.
The fact that he's so small and kind of like looks almost like his face and everything is like small and babyish.
Well,
but he's like a 20-year-old guy.
Yes. So, and to be very clear, the statements we make about Tom Thumb and this individual are not about him, like the person or the actor. They are about how he is distorted in this film.
Correct.
Because the way that they present this character visually and actually auditorially, what am I thinking?
I don't know.
Whatever. It's just something ain't right. Something ain't right. And I wrote it down. I said, look into the little fella. Something is not right with him. What else did I say about...
You also wrote that 7 times approximately.
I did. That's most of my notes. I said there's just something wrong with him. That little guy ain't right. And it's not, again, it's not him. It's not the actor.
Asterisk Austin right now in the video put, this is not the views
not of
A Bit Niche. We do not feel this way about all. It is literally just in this movie.
Yes. The way that it almost looks like they like paste his face on in different shots. And the actor himself is already pretty short, but they make him act on his knees for much of it. Also, I found out they dubbed his voice. So I watched some interviews with him, and it sounds like his voice matches his body, if that makes sense. Like it's a higher voice. They dub his voice in the film with like a very low. It's just, it all comes off as like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
And they didn't need to do that. They really
didn't need to do it to my guy. No, they didn't.
Yeah. At one point, during one of the very first shows, Hugh picks him up, puts him on like a full-sized horse, which, first of all, very dangerous. His feet can't reach the stirrups.
No.
And they give him a gun.
That's something they also did not need to do to my guy.
Yeah. And they give him a gun. And he's on the horse.
Guns,
and he starts galloping throughout, and he starts shooting inside the facility.
In the circus.
And this is before circuses had tents. So they're in a closed building, and he is shooting. And no one's screaming. They're all fine with it.
Yeah. Totally fine. The CGI also on this horse running, his CGI face on it, and the guns was, again, really bad. Really
it ain't
bad.
right. Like, there's just
all
something.
The stunts in general, all the stunts were just bad CGI as well. But yeah, just... You're right. It's just
specifically the horse
was not right with him, and like it was just not right for Hugh to pick him up like that and put him on that horse from the jump. Like
right,
Tom
he didn't even ask if that was okay.
Had it bad. Like the cards were against Tom.
Yeah. So we did just have to get that one out of the way. From birth, I mean, maybe. Yeah. At the time, it sounds like it.
Mm-hmm. Boy, oh boy.
Austin, are you looking into it?
I'm actually looking at Reddit posts just about The Greatest Showman, and there's not many good ones.
Here's the thing.
Anything you want to
I've never even seen a positive Reddit thread. So
there are some good ones, but can I just read this one to you guys? It's pretty good.
Yes, we'd love it.
Please.
Okay, this is on the subreddit Unpopular Opinion. The title is The Greatest Showman is a bad movie with a terrible message. The songs are bland and forgettable, and the main story revolves around a man exploiting freaks for money. Once he realizes he can make more money from the opera singer, he ditches the circus performers along with his wife and kids, only to come crawling back to them when it all goes tits up. I hate that my nieces and nephews love the movie so much.
It's so true. Like that, it so succinctly puts it all together.
Yeah.
And that could lead us into our discussion of Jenny Lind, which will be very important. But it's true. He's so selfish. Mm-hmm. And only when things go bad for him does he go to the people that love him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't feel bad for him either.
I can't.
Like, at all. Yeah. So, yeah. That was like really that part of it, him annoying the hell out of me, was a big reason also for not like loving it. But yeah, I think that's a good segue into Miss Jenny, because we've also got thoughts on her.
We do have thoughts. So she is the opera. opera.
I was going to say, do you want to explain what she is? And again, we need to use quotation marks around opera.
Right. So she's...
Because I was taken aback by that.
Yes. So she's a very ambiguously European opera singer. And he meets her, at a concert? Her concert, I guess?
No.
What was it again?
I think so. Okay, so Philip Carlyle, Zac Efron, gets brought into the deal. He's connected with the rich and famous, so he gets them to go to the Queen to perform / meet the Queen, which is a lot of questions in and of itself. Did we fly everyone out for the low budget circus? Laurel brought up a great point.
Right. Well, this really bothered me as well because this seems to be in around the Gilded Age. I don't think, and look, I'm no history buff. I don't know if the Wright brothers flew their plane yet, but in any event, I don't believe that there were like passenger planes flying at the time, commercial flights. So that means that this entire troop of freaks had to get on a ship and cross the ocean to go to London and back. Mm-hmm. At this time, in this day and age.
What funds to send all of them over there?
Exactly. To perform. Hopefully the Queen is paying. I don't know.
Or meet the Queen.
If she invited them.
Hope so. That Queen also was like 30 years old, but whatever. Anyways.
Yeah. We digress, but that would have taken months, that journey.
I know.
See, it's not a quick there and back.
Around a lot. Yep. So I think, though, while they're visiting the Queen, she is there at the little like mixer and
to perform. And,
yes, and Philip introduces. Well, actually, he didn't even know her, but they went up to her and chatted, and somehow Hugh, because he's a professional freak and talent wrangler, he gets her on board to perform.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. He becomes absolutely enamored with her. And before having even heard her sing, he basically signs her and says, "You're part of the troupe now." For some godforsaken reason, she agrees. And the song, she sings one song, only one song when she tours.
The whole tour.
Anywhere she goes, she's got one song. And let's be very clear, it's not opera.
No.
By no stretch of the imagination is this opera. But when I tell you the chokehold that this song had on me when I first heard it, and I am so delusional that I think that I sound like that. And I really thought this was the most beautiful song of all time when it came out. And I listened, when I was watching this again, I was like, this isn't really doing it for me anymore. Thoughts?
That's interesting, because I was going to say that I do think that the song is really good. Like, I was very taken aback because I was expecting an opera singer, and I was expecting them to just show like a little snippet of like true opera singing, and then she just performed like, a ballad, which I was like, okay, I guess I'll get on board with the ballad. And the ballad, I thought, was amazing. I think like whoever the actress is, if that's like her, real voice and all of that, I'm assuming, she was a fantastic singer and it was a really great performance. So yeah, I loved that. This was another song that I knew going into it. And like I knew pretty much the whole thing. I've actually made a TikTok to it before because it was like a TikTok viral song trend thing. So
never enough.
Yeah, so I knew it from that. I loved it. I'm sure like if I listened to it more like you, that it wouldn't be as like thrilling, but
I still love it.
She was talented. She's just not an opera singer.
Right. So calling it opera is just not right. Also, it shook me when I found out that it is not the actress singing. Ugh. I know. Because that was part of it for me when I like fell in love with this movie, and specifically with that song and everything. I was like, wow, like she can do it all. She can't sing like that.
That's really annoying. I didn't know that. I
I know, and I'm sorry to tell you, but I feel like you need to know.
No, I do, because that also like changes it for me too. It doesn't mean like the actress is still like incredibly talented and stuff like that, but I just think like if it's like a musical, like a movie musical, that there's like so many talented people that you could probably get to both do the acting part amazingly and also be a beautiful singer. So that always just kind of like annoys me. Like,
yeah. Totally.
What the hell?
Totally.
That's really annoying. Especially like, dude, I don't know. I thought this, we can talk about this if we talk about Zendaya more, but like, she's just underutilized in everything, I feel. But so much in this, I was like, wait, I thought she sung like way more, or she was way more of
She's
a
got
main
one song
thing. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get that. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jenny.
And I don't, at first I thought I was going to want to talk a lot about the kind of adultery issues.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to.
Yeah, because
it was a dick move, what she did.
Yeah.
Which, for those who don't know,
he was like in love and enamored with her from the jump, and was like playing into it.
Exactly. Which is like why she did it, out of spite, because she was like, what the hell? You were leading me on this whole time, and now you're telling me that you're not into it? Mm-hmm. This is all about money for you?
Yeah.
So then she blindsides him and kisses him in front of cameras. But you know what? I'm glad, because now at least Charity knows what a piece of shit he is, which I think she already knew.
Yeah.
Because then it all comes out and she's like, it's not even about the kiss. Like, it's about that everything is about you always.
Literally.
And it's like, God, this bitch is finally wising up. And yet she forgives him like it's nothing.
In 45 seconds, she forgives him.
Yeah.
The whole family does. Even though he shows his narcissistic tendencies
again and again
through the end.
Yep. Again and again.
Yeah.
Always. Yep. That's all I really have to say about Jenny.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Nothing too much more on her ass.
And leading back into, I don't know if you want to talk about Zendaya next.
I sure do.
Yeah, but it's honestly criminal how underutilized she is in this film, because she's such a triple threat.
Yeah.
And I will say she slays everything that she is in. But it feels like that storyline could have been explored a lot more than this shitty white guy's story.
Yeah. I completely agree with that. I think underutilized in literally everything, but especially this movie. I don't know why I thought she had like more songs, or that like in my head there's some songs that I've heard that I feel like she was singing like other songs, or she was more of like a lead part in it. So like that was weird for me. I also feel like her and like Zac Efron's character like fall in love or whatever, and slow burn isn't the way to put it, because they truly have said four words to each other, 4 words, and I mean, I think the second scene together, and Zach's already trying to like hold her hand, but of course then he gets looked at and he drops it. Like, so yeah, there's really no burn to it. 4 words prior to them singing a song about like, it could just be me and you. We could rewrite the stars and history and do all this amazing things. And I was like, there's got to be a lot of backstory we're missing. Otherwise, Zachy Poo Poo is jumping to conclusions over here.
Right.
I don't know.
No, I agree.
The whole like love story between them, I thought was going to be a lot more like flushed out, and so I didn't like that part.
It's very underbaked,
annoying to me. Very, very annoying. Like you have Zac Efron, you have Troy Bolton, you have the heartthrob of our generation, and you have Zendaya, another like absolute star that everyone and their mother can look at and be like, this woman is talented and smart and beautiful. You have them, and you give me nothing.
Yeah, it really is a letdown. It is.
Like, no
No push and pull, no
No.
yearn, no anything.
To make this like worse, they're both not real people. They're both fictional characters that they made up, so they could have wrote it any way they wanted to, and they made it
Even if
disappointing.
they were real,
obviously.
they could have written it better. But
right.
Yeah,
totally.
I get it's a side plot, like it's a side thing. So it's not obviously the main story and it's not going to get the most attention, but
they should have given it more time rather than the amount of like real estate in this movie that they gave to P.T. Barnum. Because a lot of it, again, is boring.
Yeah.
Take that out and give me more background on some of these freaks. First of all, like, where did they come from? What is their backstory? Give me more of this love story between Zach and Zendaya. I don't care about all the people or all the ways that PT has swindled people to get them in the door so he can continue to con people out of their hard-earned wages so that he can put his family into this big house that they don't even want.
No.
And so that he can ride a fucking elephant to his daughter's recital.
Exactly. And ride in on zebras to his house he bought with no one else's knowledge.
Yeah, talk about narcissist. It's always got to be about him. Anyways.
And yeah, the movie does that as well. But the only other like thing that was kind of on my mind too is, so obviously we know that like Philip or Zac Efron, he comes from money and like, you know, he's now like stooping low, like stooping down to the circus, and people are going to like make fun of him and he's going to be shunned from like the high society and all of that. And so then there is this little bit of a dynamic that's interesting. And again, it could be a lot more interesting of him like falling in love with Zendaya. And, you know, he starts to like bring her around. He's holding her hand. He's around her. And like, you know, at one point he's seen holding her hand. He drops it, little bitch. And then like he brings her to some performance, right?
A play.
I forget. A play. Yeah. Okay. And they're like walking up and he runs into his parents, and his parents say foul things about her, like her being like the help and like all of this other shit and stuff. Like that was like a very, you know, interesting dynamic and stuff like that. And you know, I feel like we probably could have talked fully a little bit more about, you know, why we're looking down at poor Miss Zendaya.
Right, because it's all very...
That's just me.
Right, like just say the quiet part out loud, you know? Like they allude to the racism aspect a few times. Like also whenever they get invited by the queen. And Zendaya's like, are we all invited? Obviously, like... It's not just, I don't think she's just asking about like, are all the freaks invited? I think it's like from a race perspective.
Yeah.
And the other thing that bothers me too is that whenever his parents say all this shit about her and then she runs away, then he like actually kind of stands up to him. And it's like, that's great. Do that while she's right there.
There. Exactly. Like, don't wait. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
honestly,
all very frustrating.
Yeah, it's like that scene, and then like they have, you know, a couple other like interactions and stuff like that. Obviously their performance with each other, which is incredible. We probably should buy her some like silks that she could fly around on instead of the literal thick rope, but
yeah,
I guess it makes it more crazy, the fact that she's doing this on a hard rope. But
imagine the rope burns.
It's insane. I don't know how she would do it. But yeah, like you get those couple of scenes, and then we've already mentioned how the place burns down, so we're not giving anything away. But like then Zac Efron like runs in after her, like because no one knows where she is, and so they think she's in the building, like trying to be a hero, and he ends up getting really injured. And then like, you know, she's at his bedside the whole rest of like the movie, and then they're just in love and all of that. But I'm just
and everything's fine.
Oh, we're good. We're good now.
All it takes is a near-death experience, and now racism and classism don't mean anything. Obviously.
No, they don't.
Yep.
Problem solved.
Insanity.
And we can also all forgive Mr. Hughes' terrible bad behavior.
Yep. Of course we can.
Why not?
Right. Because he's
family.
Hugh. He's Hugh. We're family here.
This is our home. And that brings me to Zac Efron. We've obviously talked a little bit about him or his character. And I've got to say, he ends up like saving the day, I guess. At least he's good with his money because he kept his 10% of what he was getting from the circus and didn't blow it all.
Yeah.
Like Hugh did, like P.T. Barnum did. And he ends up using that like money that he has saved to, rebuild and fund the circus. And actually, Austin, if you can, or maybe Laurel, you know this, is this part of like the true story or like a part of the story where like he pitches the money and then also it's still not enough money to like rebuild the whole building. So they make a circus tent on like free land at the docks. And then that is like a new idea of just having the tent. So I was like, oh, maybe was he like the OG circus tent type of thing?
I was curious about that and of course did no research into it.
No.
But also along that same vein, when the reporter called it a circus and then he rebranded as circus, I was like, oh, was this the first, like, what did circus mean before?
Right.
Yeah,
because also that's a good point. I kind of forgot about that because the reporter was using it as like more of a negative connotation of
like an insult.
Yeah, like this is, when you kind of say it like, oh, God, this is a circus in here, like whatever. But yeah, then he did rebrand it. So yeah, I'm curious about that too. I kind of forgot about that part.
I mean, PT, he's the king of spin. Like, he can really take this and make something out of nothing. But back to Zac.
Yes. Who is also the king of spin, I would say.
He is as well.
My only real thoughts on him, besides him sometimes being a little bitch, good with money, is that when he slides in and that final number, I had actual chills.
Yeah.
He was like doing the Val knees, like from Dancing with the Stars.
So
but
good.
Like, he was spinning.
So good. So good. Which,
he's good.
Yeah, is also part of it too, is that Hugh hands over the reins literally after the show has started.
Correct. Yeah.
Insane.
Mid dance number.
Mid-number. An insane move. But of course, Zac, a professional, picks it up and does wonders with it. He's always ready. And my anxiety could never. There's no way. I would just fake sick. I wouldn't fake. I'd be sick to my stomach. And, I really don't have much more to say on the character, but I do have some things to say about Zac Efron himself. I miss him.
Oh, me too.
I miss him. And by that specifically, I mean I miss him in this capacity, in a singing and dancing role. I mean, I miss him in every capacity, but I feel as though he is being massively underutilized.
Yeah.
At this point in time. I mean, we had him obviously in High School Musical, and we had him in this. We had him in Hairspray, which we will be talking about this season.
Yes, we will. Zac, come on the show.
Yeah, Zac, please. Zac and Dylan, honestly.
Austin, you would actually be removed.
Well, you mean, okay. I thought you meant from the show. I was like, well, I don't know if we need to kick him out.
We'd need his help.
We'd still need him. Yeah, we need him more than ever.
This is just a friend. This Max character, just a friend. It's the four of us. And we could all love each other.
Yeah, we could.
Obviously kidding. Obviously.
Yeah. But no, Zac, we need you. These are dark times. These are dark times that we're in right now. And if there's anything that would save us, it's you. Yes. Singing and dancing for us. Please. Do you have anything else to say?
Yes. We're going to cut there and we'll put that on social media. This next part I'm going to say won't go out to Zac because I know he'll hear that first part.
Sure.
I don't think he wants to be found.
That is such a bummer, though.
I don't think he wants to be found. I don't think he wants to come back. I think, yes, like, is he talented? He probably knows he's talented at those, especially like song and dance performances and stuff like that. But I think he has literally probably enough money to obviously last a lifetime and last any future generation's lifetime, take care of his mom, family, everyone. Like, he has enough money for that, and he hasn't done a lot of projects, and he could. So, like, you know, I feel like when you're at that caliber, it's not like he's like, oh, auditioning, just trying to get back out there and like not getting anything.
That we know of.
Right? He could. But I just think another like factor of it is like in other capacities, he's like unreachable, and people like kind of joke about him being unreachable, as in his brother Dylan was on Dancing with the Stars, and they have the week where people like come back or they like whatever. And I forgot who someone got to like call them on the phone, and they were like, the fact that like they can get so-and-so, but like Dylan Efron's own brother can't get on FaceTime for 2 seconds. It was like someone extremely famous. Well, if not in like a high position.
It was Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe was for Rob. But so the thing with that is, and to be fair, Zac Efron did show up in the crowd one night to support. But part of it, I think, was Zac not wanting to take the spotlight away from Dylan.
I see.
Or like, he wanted Dylan to be able to like gain those votes on his own and not be like, oh, like I want to vote for Zac.
Right.
But I do agree with you that I think that he's kind of on this off-grid type thing.
Yeah.
Especially with, and I didn't watch it, sorry, Zac. But he had like his little docu-series maybe a couple years ago where he was doing like just kind of dicking around and like having fun traveling.
It's really good, actually. But
yeah, I mean,
like it very much fits like my vibe and stuff. And I was gonna say like that's the like type of project he was doing on his own. So it just it feels like that.
Yeah, which I love that for him, but I don't love it for us.
No,
I want to see him
definitely
dance.
Not. Yeah, I want him back desperately. Another thing I will say, and I totally get that, because if I was like Zac Efron or Dylan Efron, I would probably feel the same way. Like, yeah, you don't want to take the spotlight away, because I think Dylan said it a few times where like it obviously was all about him his whole life. So yes, I get that, but it's kind of like LeBron James' kid, LeBron James Jr., when he said during an interview, I didn't want to be the same number as my dad because I didn't want to be compared to him. I'm sorry, but everyone knows who you are.
Okay. Yes, but I do think that's not really a fair comparison.
Why not?
Because Bronny was playing on the same team as his dad, was he not? They're playing the same sport.
Oh, the same sport. Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure they're on the same team, were they not?
Oh, well, yeah. This was in like high school.
Oh, okay.
When he did this interview, and they asked why he wasn't the same number. And he was like,
well, yeah, and that's just ridiculous, and that's stupid. At that point, just lean into it. Yeah. I think Dylan isn't trying to do the same thing as Zac, right? He's leaning more into like the reality side and less of like the performing arts.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying that Dylan's trying to do the same thing. I'm saying that like it's a little like ridiculous to be like, oh, I'm staying separate from Zac or like whatever. I get you're doing your own thing and you should be able to do that and have the focus just on you, just like LeBron James' kid should. But to like say things or have things where it's like Zac's gonna like not come on the show,
right?
To give him
it's
attention.
Like you see his last name Efron's and you know who he is. Yeah. No, that's
you're
fair.
LeBron James' kid. We know who you are.
That's
you
fair.
Still get to have your own thing and do your own thing, but
you're always going to be tied. Yeah. Well, I think either way, we love all the Efrons, and we'd love to have them on.
We really do,
and maybe we could just ask them these questions.
We really do, and I think I've been seeing a lot of rejection therapy, so I really don't see what's wrong with us just starting to hit some Efrons of the world up.
Does rejection therapy just mean getting rejected?
So it's not necessarily about the actual rejection. It's just about putting yourself out there in ways that you like would feel like you would be rejected for. So therefore you don't do them. And then a lot of people say that when you start doing those things, you often find that people say yes to a lot more than you would think that they would. So there's this girl on TikTok I see who does it, and then she gives a recap. So like this week she like asked the barista to teach her how to make the latte, and so she like make it herself. So the like again, you're like, why the fuck would she be allowed to go back there? Obviously she's gonna say no, but they didn't. The barista brought her behind the coffee bar and she said yes. She goes like extreme now and stuff like that, like
right.
very nerve-wracking, but you just throw it out there.
You just do it.
Never know what people are gonna say, so
I
come
like
on
that.
down.
I like that as a general rule, but I could never do something like
No.
that.
No.
Like interfering with someone's work day and asking if I can come behind the counter and learn how to make this.
Yeah, I'll send you the video. She has some kind of like crazy ones where I'm like, holy shit, that would be.
I think I've
like,
seen a couple of hers. But
Yeah. And it's not just like even her. I'm sure a bunch of other people do it. I've been seeing hers a lot recently, but I feel like I live that in some capacities. Austin always gets mad at me when like I just ask for like free things or I like ask for stuff. Like
worst they can say is no.
Yeah. Like the amount of things I get for people's birthdays or like free things at places is kind of ridiculous sometimes. But like normally they just say yes. Like,
yeah.
Or they then like, even if they're like, oh, we don't have a birthday deal, they're like, oh, I just took this off. Like, sweet.
Right. Exactly. It's always worth an ask. And that's why I like bringing you around, because I don't like to make those asks.
Yes.
But I know that you will.
Yes. I love doing it, actually.
Perfect.
So that's our official ask. Please. Dylan and Zac Efron, come to A Bit Niche.
I mean, lukewarm take here, but I do think this entire podcast is just rejection therapy.
And
so far,
you're right. I think you're right on that. And I think someday, so soon, again, our year, don't forget.
Our year.
It's going to happen for us.
It better.
So
here's hoping.
I am going to make this a segue, because otherwise we'll keep talking about ourselves. Actually, this segue is talking about ourselves still, but it'll wrap us up unless you have anything to go back to. But
I'm done.
This reminded me a lot of us in some ways. Not comparing us to P.T. Barnum, of course, because when we make it big, we will never lose our roots.
That's right. Stay humble.
Probably.
Stay humble.
But we are really looking to expand and, have a variety show and bring together a ragtag group of freaks and just entertain. And that's our goal here as well. So
I agree.
Yeah.
That's all we want to do is make you smile, make you laugh.
Yeah.
Bring you some sunshine.
I really did like the quote at the very end, like show ends and then, it shows the quote from, I guess, P.T. Barnum himself, which actually, we don't like him, but it said, the noblest art is that of making others happy.
Spit, PT.
And that's what we do here at A Bit Niche.
It's what we do best.
Yeah.
We did.
We probably should record us dancing because we didn't talk a whole lot about the incredible dancing. And we loved that. So
the choreo
is
crazy.
Next time we're together,
we'll learn some of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in one of the songs, well, I think it was like a thing maybe a few years ago where people were trying to learn the choreo for the one song that I really love that I can't remember what it is. But
yeah,
we'll
that
learn
last
it
one.
when you're back in town.
Yep. Which song is that? We need to know. From Now On, right?
From Now On. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that last song does go so hard.
It gets me so fired up.
It really does.
Can Can I read you guys some Reddit stuff just because it's funny?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a fun film out of context, but unfortunately it sanitizes history and glorifies a horrible monster of a man who abused and exploited disabled and black people, so I can't really enjoy it.
This is the greatest show.
It's so true, though.
Yeah.
So true.
There's just a lot of people saying, like,
so
why didn't they
factual.
tell the stories of the people he abused and stuff, basically, instead of just glorifying this really shitty person?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the story would have been a lot more interesting because it's, like I've said multiple times, it's a boring movie with good, catchy songs that, like that Reddit poster said, they really don't make any sense together and they don't make sense with the story.
No.
The Greatest Showman is the worst fucking movie ever.
I wouldn't go that far. Have they seen Cats?
Have they seen? I was just going to say, you must not have seen Cats.
The generic shitty pop set in older times combined with how obsessed all the quirky kids are with it in real life just makes my fucking head hurt. Every time I hear a song from this movie, I want to blow my head off. This movie is the most miserable thing other than my existence that mankind has ever created. I understand the positive message, but goddamn, there are so many better ways to do it.
What is the positive message?
This is Reddit. This is just pure Reddit right here.
Yeah, that is Reddit in a post.
Yeah. Wow. I wouldn't go that far.
Wait. The next comment is, there's this movie called Cats.
Yes!
These are our people.
They get it, man.
Oh, that was
well.
good.
Thank you, Austin, for getting us up to date with the Reddit discourse from 2018, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Well, good. I think that's a good way to round us out. Unless Abby, you have
Sure
anything
is.
else?
No, I just want to say like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, ring that bell.
And before we sign off, I think maybe it's time for me to hand over the reins. It's your turn now. Insert. Okay.
Now
I'm Laurel.
Put a hat on my head. Sorry.
I'm Laurel.
And I'm Abby.
And this has been
A Bit Niche.
It's a bit niche. What we might need to do, like maybe I'll just like turn my volume off. We should each turn our volumes off or something so we don't hear each other.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that'll be better, Austin?
I mean, if you do that, there's no way you're going to be singing it at the same time either.
I think we go through the chorus one by one. Or turn
I think
the volume off.
I think we just mute.
Okay.
Like I'm just going to turn off my volume.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Then are you going to go 3, 2, 1?
Go. It'll be
And then we start
3,
singing
2,
when you go
1,
down.
Go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down. So tell me, do you wanna
go?
Austin,
You're
maybe
starting-
you can give us a nice
All right. I'm going to turn my volume
maybe
off.
Austin, you do a little conducting or something.
I don't think
keep
we
us
should
on-
add him in. He doesn't know the song.
I'm sure he can keep the beat better than we can. Okay. Muting you.
So tell me, do you wanna go? Where it's covered in all the colored lights. Where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true. It's taking over you. Oh, this is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down. And the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true. It's taking over you. Oh, this is the greatest show. It looked like we were pretty close. We're so good, as always. I love how in the last episode, I literally talk about what good singers we are, and then this is the performance we put out. That's crazy.